Hey everybody, Slash 2X. Got another video for y'all. Elite Dangerous. We're back on that for a little bit. Uh, I am currently not happy with my current ship configuration, but we'll get to that in a bit. I am currently playing in 1.1, the new update that just dropped. Bunch of big changes, really good stuff that I'm seeing so far. I'm quite excited about it. It goes back to that whole thing that they've been talking about. There's a lot of new changes they're talking about, like crowdsourcing right here, where they start collecting a bunch of information and collecting a bunch of resources in order to get things put together for ships or for different stations. There's all sorts of different things you can do now. So far I'm liking it. There's a lot of good changes, things that I've been wanting to see for a while, things like fixing collision damage. As you may notice, I am currently in a Viper. I am in a Viper because I had upgraded to an ASP. I was doing quite well with it. I had a little bit of a financial issue with it, though. I currently can't afford to get it back. I lost it because of a glitch. I got rammed by a Cobra that had less than 50% hull. I had full shields, upgraded shields I might add, and since he impacted me under the old system, it destroyed me. Immediately, which is funny because I'd bounced Cobras off of my shields before. So yeah, that said, I'm back in my Viper, but it's good because I'm able to experiment a little more with the game. I'm seeing some of the new changes that they've made a little bit more than I might have before, so I'm not complaining too much. So that said, let's go ahead and look at a couple of things here. Number one, this is one of my favorites, the way that missions look now in the bulletin boards. So if we go over here to our transactions tab now, they've revamped the way it looks. Whenever you go to look at something, it actually shows with a different background, a different color, what it is that you're going to be looking at. They did split out bounties again. I have mixed feelings about this because yes, you're technically getting more with things like this. Labor of Avalon's a different group. They're not Empire related. So I still have my Empire bounties, but I have these split ones. When you go and look at your different missions now, it's a lot clearer to see what you're currently selected on. It's not so hard to read the different text in there, so I'm liking that as well. So little changes, things like that. Contacts and things like that are pretty much the same as they have been in the past. So no major differences there. Sub-targets and cargo scan, all that, still the same. One of the nice little changes, I can go to System Map, look at whatever I'm going to look at, say, oh, I was going to go look at this place. Alright, I've read whatever I need to read. I hit exit. Takes me right back into the game, as opposed to going to the big map. I know a lot of people didn't like that, myself included. I have a mission ready to turn in just specifically for this.
Charge detected.
Oh, somebody's jumping away. Good for them. So this right here, this is the mission I've completed. I go ahead and hit finish. You can see a little more directly what's going on, what's happened here. So now in the beta there was a little confusion about these because it looked like this influence bar was actually how much someone liked you. It is not. That would make life simple, wouldn't it? It's still this little vague neutral but with an up arrow. I don't know if I'm about ready to become friendly or if I'm just barely above despised. I have no idea. All I know is it's neutral with an up arrow. So, unfortunately, they did not fix that. A lot of us had thought that this bar was something amazing. Unfortunately, it's not. So, that said, I mean, it is there. It still does help you a little bit with what's going on. Missions are the same now. You can see a little clearer, but it's the same information. It's not that weird pop-up that made things difficult to see. Let's see. Let's go ahead and take a look at outfitting. Nice changes here. These I'm happy with. Quite a bit. So, I've left some garbage on here. I have a lot of money I could collect, but I haven't done so yet. I wanted to go over this with you guys first. So, if you take a look at buying something, you now have selections up here for sorting. This is a big difference for everybody. I can now go through here and pick what it is based upon size, the rating, the price, the module type. Module types are nice. Look at this. I can see all the missiles in one section. All the lasers and laser-esque weapons in one section. It's all right here. Easy to see, easy to figure out what's going on. You can go down here into your classes, ascending or descending. Here's all my Class 2 weapons. I can see them at a glance. Here they are. There's no confusion as to which items where, what it is I'm looking for. So it's all right there, directly in front of you. It's some really nice stuff. It makes life a lot easier for trying to figure out what you're going to put where. So that is one definite change that I know a lot of people, myself included, have appreciated. So that has made life a lot simpler. The paint job stuff, it's easier to work with now. Since I am back in this, I'll go ahead and put my Swedish flag back on here. Your decals, I don't know if they've fixed. Yes, they did. They finally fixed it. I couldn't get into this in the beta. The entire time, couldn't get into this in the beta. I could not get into my ranks. So I am a combat expert. So I can put that on here if I feel like. You also still have your typical stuff you would have got from earlier access or whatever. I haven't decided how I'm quite going to apply these. I don't want to put combat expert on all of them. That just looks a bit silly. And this other side I'll put the skull. Here we are. So now you actually have your rank at a glance. So for those who have figured out the ranking system, this is a nice thing to be able to look at somebody and be like, oh, he has expert marked on here for combat. I might want to leave him alone. I'll go pick on that guy that has mostly harmless. The flip side is you can always mislead and put the wrong one on there. So if I really wanted to be a jerk and somebody was gonna take a look at what I had, I'd just put this up. Like, oh, look. He's mostly harmless. I could just totally take him out. Oh, wait a minute. Why does that one over there say expert? Wait a minute. So, yes. All sorts of different things you can put on there now. There will be more decals dropping as they add more into the game. That's pretty much the major changes that they have as far as the main systems here. I do know that commodities for the trader types out there, they have significantly changed availability. So there are some of these commodities in here. When I first hung out in this area, they were sitting well above this marker right here. Well above 100,000 plus. Now we're down to a couple thousand in some of them, where people just going back and forth have absolutely mined out this area. So I'm going to be interesting to see how they add in something to counteract that, or supply and demand, because right now they're kind of mining out some of the good stuff. It's just all disappearing bit by bit. So we'll see it happens. Let's see what else we got here, folks. One more thing I wanted to cover over here on the right. So the items over here showing if you're friendly, not friendly. The ranking has adjusted quicker. It used to be that you would do something and you might not see those results for a while. Now it's boom, 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 off it goes. Here it is. Here's your ranking as soon as it happens. You don't have those stuck bounties anymore either. I had that problem myself. I had to log out, log back in order to keep from losing those. One of my friends actually lost his ASP because of a similar problem. He didn't have a bounty. He had paid it off. He went to fly in here, and it was still stuck, and the station killed him. So, yeah, lost all of it that way. So there's a lot of stuff that can go wrong here as far as ASPs are concerned. So word to the wise, be careful when you purchase one of those. They're nice, but man, they can be a bit on the bad side. You lose them. Nothing major here. All of the same stuff you've seen in the past, guys. As far as immediate changes, that's the big stuff I personally have noticed. I do know that there's some other items that they've tweaked on the back end as far as, different scaling or whatever. I never got to try out any form of wing fighting with anyone. Everyone I attempted to do any form of matches with immediately wanted to engage in combat. Because the beta was not permanent, and because the beta was so quick, people literally just went and grabbed combat ships and just fought everything. There were people blowing up stuff everywhere, just running into things, running into each other. A big thing people were doing was getting Type 9s and ramming them into everything that they could see. So, not really a whole lot of chance for teamwork. I do have friends that play the game as well, and you guys that are watching are always welcome to come join me in the area that we're at. We do have plans for doing work together, so feel free to jump in and join us whenever we do get a chance to do all that. Oh, yeah, see, transactions. I knew I forgot to grab one more thing. Bounties still do affect your rank and rep over here, so keep that in mind. It's good stuff to go get those kills at the nav beacon and then get the bonus back. So I got about 40k in here, roughly 39, excuse me. So see, I should have done it with a negative over here, but it does impact your rep over here. Unfortunately, I don't know how close I am to flipping over, so. But that's it, guys. That's some of the big changes that we have in the game so far. There are a ton of items. I highly encourage going to the main forums and looking at all of the changes they made in that changelog. I cannot cover all those without doing like a 2-hour video of just me talking. But there's a lot out there. So get a chance, go read it. Take a look at it. This change was significant enough that they went ahead and had the little release trailer for it. So take that for what you will, but it's definitely a good thing. See, here, some more missions, ways that you can grab them now in game. Makes it a lot easier. But that's all I got for you guys tonight for Elite. Probably look and see some Evolve videos coming out here shortly too, just because the game just came out. So thanks again for watching. If you like the video, go ahead and hit like. Don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button, and take it easy.